Greetings, this is Paul the Poke from PaulthePoke.com. Today's topic, Hebrew altar in Egypt. We're looking at Isaiah 19. In that day, there will be an altar to the Lord in the midst of the land and a pillar to the Lord near its borders. And this is in Isaiah 19. Now, at some point in the future, there will be a structure of worship, an altar to the God of Israel in the middle of Egypt. That seems pretty crazy statement, but it is made in the Bible. Now imagine if somebody tried to go over there today in Egypt, here we are in May 2019, and try to build an altar to some god other than Allah. I don't think that would be very well received or tolerated. And if you note the location of the altar, it will be in the middle of Egypt. And this is the Hebrew word for midst, tavek, and it means among or middle. And it would appear the pillar is a second structure and different from the altar based on the grammar, and it's placed at the border. So the question gets to be which border. You would assume that would probably be the Israeli-Egyptian border. Conjecture on my part, it doesn't specifically say. Historically, ancient Egypt was divided into upper, and that's the area in southern Egypt. Lower is in the north. Now that, as we orient that on a map, that seems kind of backwards, but this has to do with the flow of the Nile River. The upper elevations are in the south, lower elevations are in the north. So the border between the two areas is what is roughly modern day Cairo, Egypt. And generally the Pharaoh of Egypt was a leader of both upper and lower regions of Egypt. So, and there needs to be a little bit of a point of comparison between the two nouns, altar and pillar. Altar, mitzbiach, masculine noun. Pillar, matzabah, is feminine. So the gender of the two nouns it's a distinction. And in the text, the pronoun it is a masculine pronoun. So kind of stands to reason that this ties to the masculine noun of altar. And the altar is in the middle near Cairo, possibly. The pillar could be one on the border of the Israeli-Egypt border or the border of upper and lower Egypt. Those are the contexts of the two statements. So it will become a sign and a witness to the Lord of hosts in the land of Egypt, for they will cry to the Lord because of the oppressors, and he will send them a savior and a champion, and he will deliver them. So the altar will be a signal to the Lord. No confusion. The altar is in the middle of Egypt. Believing Egyptians will cry out to the God of Israel at that time. The idea of oppression is like being squeezed, pressured in the Hebrew. God hears them and sends them one who will deliver and save, one who is exceedingly and abundantly great and strong. And I'll let you guess who that might be. And he's coming again. Jesus is coming again. So, for those interested in the blog, feel free to click on the blue bar. There'll be an open bar. You can type in your email address and receive a notification every time something comes out. And also, this will be categorized in the far right column under Isaiah, prophecy, and Egypt as well. So, and here are the categories we're talking about. You scroll down the far right. So, Egypt, Nile River, Isaiah will be categorized there. So click on those links. Got articles going back to, 2010, 2011 on various topics. So appreciate you guys following along. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.